Thank you for staying tuned to NewsMaker Live with Laura, where we make your stories our stories. And with me this evening is the St. Lucia Tourist Board. And in this segment, we have back on with us the Special Events Manager, Ms. Dahlia Gard, and also we have Ezra, the fun machine, Jagozele. Yes. So before I speak with you, Dahlia, and we'll be taking your calls in just a little bit. Just let us have a little chat with Ezra first. Ezra.
Hi. Good evening. Thank you for having me on your show.
You just came out from nowhere 2 years ago, 3 years ago, was it?
2 years ago, 2014.
2 years ago, and have been making waves. Where have you been? Where did you come from? And where do you intend to go?
I've been in Grosile. I'm still in Grosile. I started off basically, I'm a section leader for Unlimited, and in 2014 we celebrated our 10th anniversary on the road. And as a section leader, I wanted to do something different, something out of the box to, add to that momentous occasion. And I figured, why not do a power soca song? My personality and everything, it was just fitting. And I did the song. I expected good feedback from the revelers and my friends alike, but it actually exceeded my expectations to the point where I found myself performing at all the big stage events and going all the way to Soca Monarch and all kind of thing. It was a learning curve. It still is, I find, even after 2 years. You
placed then, didn't you?
In 2014, I won.
Well, excuse me. Yeah, we have royalty in the house. I'm like, I seen your moment. But we have royalty. We had two-time Soca Groovy, Soca King, and now we have
Ezra the Fun Machine,
his very first time out the gates,
Yes, and that it was an absolutely fantastic year for me. And since then, I've been doing my thing, still make my contributions towards St. Lucia Carnival. I work with Studio 758, Pen and Ace, my manager Hyper D. And besides that, I have a fantastic group of talents all around me. The local artists themselves, they've been very supportive. I tend to engage with them, get feedback from them, see how I can improve. And then this year is no different. I'm looking to improve and get better with this soca vibe. So
this year is your very first year participating in jazz?
Actually, my second.
Your second?
There was a event in Grosile sometime last year. They had me on the stage, so that was my first one. But this time is my first time at the opening, which is pretty much like one of the leading, events for jazz. And it's an absolute pleasure, after such a short stint, like we mentioned, just 2014, this thing started, and to actually be an opening of jazz. I've been to that event many years before, and it's always one that I look forward to.
Did you ever think that you'd one day be on that stage?
Not really.
You didn't even think 2 years ago that you were going to be singing music, right? Doing
exactly.
Music.
It's a fantastic coincidence, and I'm blessed to actually be part of that experience. And as well, St. Lucia opening, St. Lucia Jazz, the opening. So it's just a fantastic ride and a fantastic journey for me.
Wonderful. So what can we expect from the Fun Machine?
You can expect that same old energy from that tall guy that lives in Grosile.
Jagozele. I just love, don't you just love it when he says that? I don't know. I guess I'm silly that way. I just love it when he says that, Jagozele.
I don't want to sound biased for my area. I mean, I just love where I come from.
Yeah, but you are biased, people, but that's okay. Everybody's entitled to be. He should be. Everybody's entitled to be.
I am engrossed. Let me tell you, I just love Grosile, so I'm sorry.
Right.
But
so I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. I want you to think of a question. Yes, think of a question for our viewers to win a prize. And this time we're going to give away a ticket to the opening of jazz, right? And Ezra, this question is going to come from Ezra. So if it's hard, you blame Ezra, okay? And now we're going to chat a little bit with you, Dahlia, while Ezra is thinking
of the question.
Yeah, thinking of the question.
I'm going to make it simple.
You're going to make it okay, wonderful. So we'll come back to you in a little bit. Dahlia, tell us a little bit more. We're almost getting to the point where we open the lines. Tell us a little bit more about the Jazz Festival and some of the fringe events and some of the events we can expect. And we started talking a little bit about the cast for the opening of jazz. Yes. So tell us a little bit about that, and then go into what are some of the other events we can expect for those 10 fun-filled days.
Okay, so since we're on the opening is April 29th, and it will feature a cast of local soca artists like we mentioned. So tonight we had Arthur Ale, Mysterio, Ezra the Fun Machine. We also have C-Dale and Wildfire. We have Nerdy in there. We have Lance and Michael Robinson as part of the cast. And we also have from Viewfort a band called the Tropics Band who will open for us. So
nice.
They're part of the lineup.
They're really good.
Yes, they're part part of the lineup as well. We have from Jamaica dancehall reggae star Mavado. We also have Loving Day, and from Trinidad we have the guy who's been very consistent in the last 3 to 4 years. They're about Lyrical. So that is your cast. We also have a DJ clash with DJ Hyper D and Hollywood HB. They're two fun DJs, and I can't wait to see what the two of them come up with. They're very excited about, their clash, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with.
Wonderful. Are you ready with your question?
Yes, I'm ready. Earlier on, I mentioned the fact that I'm a section leader for a carnival band. Can you just name the carnival band?
Okay, he's going out there. It's very easy. So,
Simple.
Your prize would be a ticket to the opening of Jazz. So feel free to call in. And the question again is?
Name the band that I'm a section leader for.
Great. So, yes, Dahlia.
As it pertains to the rest of activities, like I mentioned earlier, it is 10 days of fun. So we start from April 29th, and I will give you roughly, in a nutshell how it goes. So we start April 29th with the opening. The Saturday, April 30th, we do Marigo Jazz, and Marigo Jazz will feature from Dominica, Midnight Groovers. There's also Claudia the Diva in there, Monster. It's a community-based event as well. So there are a lot of artists from the Marigo ancillary area as well. So that's interesting. Their headline is Midnight Groovers, so that's something you can look forward to. On Sunday we go to Soufre, and May the 1st is Soufre, and Soufre features Wyclef Jean and Maxi Priest. There's also Rob Zai Taylor in there, I think, as well. Evolution is in there as well, so that's something else we can do. Monday, May the 2nd is a holiday. Monday, May the 2nd, we will be going to Viewfort. By the end of this week, we will be making an announcement as to who is going to be featured in Viewfort. It's another big show, and it's another event that you can look forward to. It's a holiday. This event is going to be based almost like a family day, so the family can come out, the kids, etc. And they're very interesting and exciting artists to be mentioned for this event as well. We will do so by Friday. On Tuesday, there's Moshi Musica Creole. So Tuesday, we're back in Castries. So that kicks off. Tuesday, Jazz on the Square kicks off as well. Tuesday, we have Omeros as well.
Tell us a little bit about Omeros. I want to ask about that because I think it's so very important, especially the arts component, for us to understand the importance of that presentation.
So since we rebranded, we rebranded the festival in 2013, and so for this year, for the 25th anniversary, the tourist board has been very we tried specifically to move from art that was fused into the festival, but more that of arts events that are standalone events. And so this year, as it pertains to the arts component, we feature a theatrical component, which is that of Omeros.
Just pause there. We have a call. Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling NewsMaker Live with Laurie on the air.
Here to answer the question.
Yes, go ahead.
Red International.
Red International is the band.
The new name.
But you're asking...
I'm going to give it a second chance.
You're asking for the section.
The real name.
The real... okay. See, so what do I know? Okay, so that's the old name, my dear. So he's giving you a second chance to give...
the new name. Sorry, I'll call back.
She doesn't know the new name, so she'll call back. Okay, I'm sorry.
Red International is the old name.
That's the old name, ça passe, So feel free to give us a call. The lines are open. We have another call online. Thank you for calling NewsMaker Live with Laura.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Red Unlimited.
Red Unlimited.
That's correct.
That's the... All right. So there you go. I'm not looking like a deer caught in the light. Yes, so you're very, very correct. Where are you calling from?
Tria Marisol.
You're calling from Tria Marisol. Just hold the line.
That's in Grizzly, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we're in the building. Yeah.
So hold the line for us. And we'll take your name and number. And then you can call the St. Lucia Tourist Board and speak with Layla Williams to collect your prize. And you've just won yourself a ticket to the opening of Jazz.
Congrats.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Bring a friend. Tell a friend to bring a friend.
Sure.
Okay.
I will be there with pleasure.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Dahlia, we're talking about Omeros. And tell us about Omeros.
Omeros is a play written by Sir Derek Walcott. And for this year's festival, it will be produced by the Globe Theatre from the UK, and also starring will be St. Lucian Joseph Marcel.
For those of you who don't know, that's Jeffrey
from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Exactly.
That's right.
So that will form part of the arts component this year. It's going to be scheduled for two days, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
So we're giving you an opportunity to, if you can't make it Tuesday, then you make it Wednesday. So if you want to do Moshi Jazz on Tuesday, Wednesday you do Omeros. If you want to do Hot Couture on Wednesday, Tuesday you can do Omeros. So we go to Wednesday, we have St. Lucia Hot Couture. This year it'll be scheduled, or it'll take place at the Sandals Grand Hotel. So that's something, those interested in fashion, that is something you can look forward to. There are probably, from what I saw, there are like almost 8 designers and designers worldwide. So there's some interesting designers that are going to be featured at Haute Couture. So it's something you can look out to, like I say, if you're interested in fashion. Thursday, we have Jazz Showcase, which is the show that the tourist board puts on that is targeted towards jazz enthusiasts. So you have Joey Alexander and Donald Harrison featuring Brian Lynch. So if you're into your straight ahead jazz, your real jazz music, that is where you need to be.
We have a call online. Thank you for calling NewsMaker Live with Laurie on the air.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I would just like to call to, I'm calling to actually congratulate Ezra.
You have a fan on. Hold on. He doesn't have an earpiece, so I'm just relaying what you're saying to him. Okay, so she's calling to congratulate you on your improvements over the years, and you know she thinks you're all that in a bag of chips. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
More than that, he's actually the fun machine, Chocolate Ezra.
He is actually the fun machine, Chocolate Ezra.
Wow.
Okay, so it's more than a bag of chips.
Yes. But I'm really impressed with him, and he remains humble. I really wish that he could hear me because he knows me. And I am just so impressed, and I'm so pleased that he has improved. He is well known, but he remains so very humble. That's one thing I really admire Ezra for.
Wonderful.
His humility is just out of this world.
I'll relay the message.
Good.
Thank you so much for calling. So she was just saying that one of the things she admires about you is that even though you're now Mr. Popularity himself, you've remained humble, and so she loves that about you. And she wishes you could have heard her voice because she knows you and da-da-da-da-da. So you're been rechristened.
So, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Fun Ezra, Chocolate, the fun machine, whatever.
However you want to call me.
But yeah. So yes, Dalia, back to you.
Right, so from Tuesday to Friday of that week, we have Jazz on the Square that you need to look out for. Monday of that week to Thursday, the Arts Village will be open as well from 12 noon to 12 midnight. In the Arts Village, we feature, there's a visual exhibition, there's spoken word, that is Blue Session, which is produced by Head Funk, that the team Shane, Sherry, etc. Within the Arts Village as well, they'll feature there's a film component, there's everything artsy going on in the village. So you can make a pass during the day, you can pass in the evening time when things are actually going on. So that happens in the week. On Wednesday and Thursday, there's also Tea Time Jazz. I know Tea Time Jazz features Michael Robinson. I think DYP is in there as well. I attended the launch last week. These are some of the names I remember. So there's Tea Time Jazz happening. Wednesday, there's Poolside Jazz happening as well. I think Rainforest Hideaway in Marigo has a very extensive jazz program as well, a heavy, nice schedule from April 29th thereabout until jazz is done, so you can look out for that as well. On Friday, we have 2 events. We go back to the hotel setup. So on Friday at Windjammer Landings Resort, we have what we'll be calling Jazz on the Beach, and that will feature Chris Standrin and also Arturo Tapin from Barbados as well.
Nice.
So that event begins from 6 o'clock. So if you want to do that event before you go to the Friday night event, you can take in that event from 6 to about 9 o'clock, and then you can join us at main stage for Caribbean night starting from Friday night.
Now,
and so
the 6th of June is my niece's birthday. I'm supposed to take her to dinner, and she's a musician as well. She's aspiring musician. She's learning the keyboard right now, and has a little bit of vocals in there. And so now, and she's watching, so now that you're saying about a tour happen, you know, at Windjammer, so you know, Dahlia, you've just put me right in it, because I'm supposed to take her to see Omi, and now she's going to be like, but Auntie, I want to go see a tour. So now, you know, so you guys are going to have to hook me up, because I can't afford all of that. So many things.
Friday could just be her Lime night as well, you know, just the Lime. There's
Thanks for that.
night on Friday. Saturday we go to, well, World Music Day, and Sunday is main stage. We also have a feature at the end of every night, what we call the hangback party, which will feature a DJ every night. As once the festival comes to an end, we have the hangback party featuring a DJ per night. And the hangback party, the concept is that just to alleviate all the traffic and all of that, you can stay back and just hang back literally until everything clears off and you want to leave after. So that's a new component. In there as well, there's a newly reconfigured stage 2. So we'll have a stage 1 and a stage 2. Stage 2 will feature some of the top local jazz artists as well from St. Lucia. The likes of Barbara Cadet is on there, Rob Zai Taylor is on there as well, Claudia Edwards, and there are a couple other artists.
So that will be going concurrently with when main stage is on break. Yes, I think last year you guys did something similar.
We've been doing in the past. We had done emerging artists. So there was an emerging artist stage. But for the 25th anniversary, we decided to tweak it up a little bit because there are so many not emerging artists who've gone through the festival for the 25 years, like your Barbara Cadet and your Derry D. Williams and all of those names, but we can't fit everybody, you know, within the main stage schedule. So we kind of, you know, we created, you know, that new stage 2, that new stage 2, right, stage 2, that will feature other local artists as well. So there's quite a bit of local talent happening at main stage, in addition to your Ronald Bohingsons, your Irvin A. Slaughter, and your Tedderson John.
We have another giveaway. Let me just ask the question there, and hopefully you can start calling in for this one. The question is, name 4 of the arts events for this year's Jazz and Arts Festival. Again, the question is, name 4 of the arts events for this year's Jazz and Arts Festival. And we still have Ezra supposed to give us a little you know, about a little sample of what to expect at the opening of Jazz. So still a lot more to come. But the question again is, name 4 of the arts events for this year's Jazz and Arts Festival. So Dali, it's a packed 10 days and more, because you're going beyond. We
haven't mentioned Fire Grill is happening, and we have not mentioned Jazz on the Strip. That is jazz between the 2 malls. So normally JQ Mall and Baywalk Mall comes together. So they will do that Wednesday to Friday of the week. So there's quite a bit of jazz happening between the 2 malls as well. We will have the artists, what we call the artist market, and so it'll feature St. Lucian artisans who will get an opportunity to sell craft and to sell pottery, whatever it is they're doing craft-wise, because sometimes or most times the patrons, or at least our visitors, come in and they want things to go back with, so they'll be able to purchase at our artist market between the 2 malls.
Right. We have a call online. Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling NewsMaker Live with Laura. You're on the air. Oh, we lost the call. But keep calling. The question is, name 4 of the arts events for this year's Jazz and Arts Festival. We have another call online. Thank you for calling NewsMaker Live with Laura. You're on the air.
Hi, good night.
Hi, good night.
4 of the events. Omeros.
Yes. So that I can hear you.
Omeros.
Omeros.
Hot Couture.
Hot Couture.
The tribute to Auntie Virgie.
The tribute to Auntie Virgie.
Wonderful.
And Head Funk.
And Head Funk.
Artist Village, yes.
Okay, so it's really the arts village, right? Yes. But we'll take Head Funk. Right. So, where are you calling from?
Dennery.
You're calling from Dennery.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. And I take it you're going to take in some of the jazz this year?
Yes, I will.
Okay, great, wonderful. Just hold on for us. You'll give your name and number, and then you can call the St. Lucia Tourist Board, speak with Layla Williams, and you can collect your prize.
Okay, what's the prize?
I beg your pardon?
What is the prize?
Okay, so your prize is a jazz pack from Distillers, St. Lucia Distillers, who is a bronze sponsor of the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival, and it includes some nice liquor So you and your friends can have a nice jazz. Yeah?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Yes. So we were saying that there is still jazz on the strip and
yes, and Fire Grill Jazz. So all in all, it's 10 days of buzz, 10 days of music, and for us this year, it is very, the fact that we've incorporated the arts into the festival in such a big way is we finally are on the way to getting the balance of the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. And so it opens it up to, if you want to follow the music, you can, and if you want to follow the arts, you can, and if you want to do both music and arts, you can do that as well. So in essence, it is the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. Take part in music, take part in theater, do something relating to film, there's dance, there's everything going on. And what is really good as well is the shows, the event is pretty much balanced. Some of the shows you pay, some of the shows are free, some of the shows are cheaper than others. Most of the shows are scheduled in a way that you can almost attend everything if you schedule really nicely. Nothing is clashing pretty much. So you can take in 10 days of fun. You can take in 10 days of anything that you want to take in, Laura.
Now, Dahlia, that's a lot of information. Where can we sit down and go through that information and plan our 10 days to take in a little bit of everything that you've talked about?
Visit our website, www.stluciajazz.org.
And on that website, we'll have all of everything,
yes,
including prices and where we can get
prices,
tickets.
all fringe activities, who's going to be at the festival, who's not going to be, just kidding, who's at the festival. You can also purchase tickets. There are bios, there's news at the bottom where you can read. You know, there's a lot going on our website. So stay tuned to the website and all of the information is there.
Now, in years past, there've always been some last-minute TBAs, and I had to come back to the TBAs because one of our viewers actually mentioned. Is there anybody else?
There's a TBA on Saturday that we will be announcing shortly, and there's also Tedderson John on Friday will be featuring 2 artists. So if you thought it was just Tedderson John, Omi, and Shaggy, there are 2 names in there that we will mention. And I will tell you honestly that there are 2 names that you will not want to miss. So you better look out for what the 2 names are. One is a soca artist, the other one is a nice a karuna, a nice reggae, a nice artist. So just, you know, listen for it. It's coming soon. It's coming really soon. We're just tying up everything so that we can make the announcement. But it's happening. We wanted to keep Tedderson, well, Tedderson wanted to keep his as a surprise, but the artists are so big. I said, Tedderson, you cannot surprise anybody with those 2 names. You will have people saying, but how could that be a surprise? So the hint is that it is 2 wonderful names that you will not want to miss. So you need to look out for that.
So it's going to be a show in a show in a show.
Yes, and Viewfort, we will making that announcement. I will tell you, it's a nice reggae star as well that a lot of people have not seen in a while. A lot of people think his voice is soothing, and so it'll be announced shortly.
You're making me itch all over.
Yes.
And this is almost where we get to say goodbye. Are there any last minute things that you want to say to us, Dahlia, you want to remind the viewers of?
Just to let viewers know that in order for you to know what's going on, to see what's happening, to purchase your tickets and all of that, you need to stay logged to the website, which is www.stluciajazz.org. Stick to the website. All of the information is there. If you're missing anything, you can give us a call at the St. Lucia Tourist Board. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on all of our social media as well. It is a 10-day festival, and it's something that any and everybody can be a part of. There are shows that are free. There are some of the shows that you have to pay. There's something for almost everybody, you know, to come to. I think the variation in terms of the offering is that if you like Zouk, there's Latin, there's Zouk, there's a lot of jazz in the festival this year. So if you're a jazz enthusiast, you're happy. If you want to do a little salsa, you're happy. There's Zouk, there's soca, there's reggae. There's quite a bit going on in the festival. So I think for the 25th anniversary, all in all, when you look at the entire lineup, it's a remarkable lineup, and we invite St. Lucians. It's your festival. Join us in our celebrations for the 25th anniversary, Laura.
An unforgettable journey.
Yes.
And this has been an unforgettable journey for me. As I said earlier at the top of the show, this is my last NewsMaker Live with Laura. And yeah, it's a little sad, but not too sad. Just stay tuned to DBS and you will get a little bit more information as the days go by on what's happening with Laura. Hint. But before we say goodbye, Ezra will take us away. Yes, Ezra will take us away for the evening. You thought we'd forgotten all about you. No, you have to give us a little sample of what to expect for the opening of jazz.
All right, another sample. Okay, I'm a very dramatic guy, so yeah.
Dramatize away.
Okay. Skibbity ba 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 da ba yo yo. Laura, they thought the fan machine couldn't sing. Hey, somebody say, somebody say, somebody say, somebody say. And then we go down the road, driver, let we go, ay. Hey, let me tell you, open the jazz with.
And this is where we say good. I mean, drama. This is where we say goodbye for now. Sayonara.